When Married with Children first hit television screens in 1987, it shattered the mold of what a family sitcom was supposed to be. Instead of wholesome lessons and neatly wrapped endings, viewers got the Bundys, a dysfunctional, loud, and unapologetically outrageous family. The show was crude, raunchy, and often offensive, but that's exactly why fans loved it. For 11 seasons, it pushed the boundaries of network television, becoming one of Fox's most talked about series. But there was one episode so controversial, so shocking, that it nearly took Married with Children off the air entirely. And the story behind it will leave you stunned. The viral hook is this: how could a sitcom that thrived on being offensive go too far? After all, this was a show built on crude jokes, politically incorrect humor, and storylines that constantly outraged critics. Yet in 1989, an episode titled, "I'll See You in Court," went so far over the line that Fox refused to air it during the show's original run. For years, fans had no idea it even existed, and the decision to pull it sparked a wave of controversy that haunted the show's legacy. So what was in this episode that made it so radioactive? In "I'll See You in Court," the Bundys find themselves checking into a sleazy motel, unaware that the motel is secretly filming its guests. Things take a wild turn when Al and Peggy discover they've been recorded during their stay, and their private moment has been turned into a sex tape. To make matters even more outrageous, they're not the only victims. Their neighbors, Steve and Marcy, also fall prey to the motel's hidden cameras. The two couples decide to sue, leading to a court case filled with crude jokes, sexual innuendo, and lines that even for Married with Children push the limits of broadcast television. The humor in the episode wasn't subtle. It was graphic, over the top, and left very little to the imagination. The network feared it would trigger backlash, especially at a time when Married with Children was already under fire from family values groups and media watchdogs. In fact, the show had become the target of a high-profile boycott led by activist Terry Rakolta, who accused Fox of poisoning American television with vulgarity. Sponsors were pulling ads, letters were flooding in, and the network knew that airing "I'll See You in Court" could be the breaking point. So Fox shelved the episode. It never aired in the US during the show's original run, making it something of a forbidden legend among diehard fans. For years, people whispered about the lost episode, that was deemed too inappropriate even for the Bundys. It wasn't until 2002, more than a decade later, that the episode finally resurfaced on cable TV and DVD releases, allowing fans to see what all the fuss was about. And while some found it hilarious, others admitted they understood why the network panicked. What makes this story even more fascinating is that Married with Children was never meant to play it safe. The show thrived on controversy, and in many ways the censorship of this episode only added to its rebellious reputation. It became the sitcom that didn't care about rules, that mocked the idea of family values, and that constantly tested how far a network would let its writers go. In the end, the episode that almost took it off the air became part of its legend. So was "I'll See You in Court" really too controversial, or was it simply ahead of its time? Fans still debate whether the decision to ban it was justified or whether Fox caved to public pressure. One thing is certain: in the history of television, few shows have dared to push boundaries like Married with Children, and no single episode embodies that daring spirit more than the one that was kept hidden for years. The next time you think of the Bundys, remember this: their greatest scandal wasn't on the couch in that messy living room. It was the episode so shocking it almost killed the show. And that, more than anything, proves why Married with Children remains one of the most controversial sitcoms of all time.